Hi there, it's David Young, the Resourceful Coach, and what we're going to look at today is my level 3 of bunker play, and I want you to start playing bunker shots like you're a professional golfer. Now, just do a quick recap. We've got level 1 and level 2 out there, and the understanding with level 1, your bunker shots are going to go where the sand goes. So go and watch that video. If you're just beginning, that's your best video to go and watch. It'll give you the idea of exactly what to do, okay? But what you got to understand, even when we play the shots that I'm going to play today, which are at much higher level, I'm still going to trust the 2 golden rules from the first level, which is the ball will only go where the sand goes, and number 2, understand how the equipment works to give me the result that I want. But let's get straight into level 3, professional play. This is what we're looking to do. And the key thing is, what I would say to you is, most important thing, if you want to be good at bunkers, do 2 things. 1, go and have fun with it, and 2, realize you're going to make some errors. Doesn't matter what level of play you get to in this game, you will make mistakes in a bunker. And the biggest reason for that is you're playing off a surface that's loose underneath the ball, and sometimes it will react as you want and sometimes it won't. But if you go and have fun, more importantly, go with the intention to play good shots, that's really important, you'll start to get better results. That's what we're looking for as we go through these shots. So that's the goal today. Now, first thing we're going to talk about is equipment. Have some fun with it, experiment a little bit. You might have gone out and you've got a standard sand iron in your bag, which should be around about 55, 56 degrees. You may have a lob wedge in your bag, 60 degrees. Experiment with the 2 clubs. Find out what works for you as you go through, okay? For me, I generally use my 60 degree when I'm around the greens. That's what I like to do, okay? So that's the first thing. Second thing then, understand the equipment. Let's get rid of the 56, put him over there. Is, as we said, understand the equipment and understand the bounce of the club. Make sure you're using the sole of the club. And the more you lay it open, the more chance you're going to slide the club underneath the ball, and you will generate more clubhead, clubhead speed you can generate through it, but also you're going to get the grooves giving a chance to get in between you and the sand. And the more that does, it then creates this extra spin on the ball. So what I always do, my key thing when I play a bunker shot, standard bunker shot this is, standard greenside bunker shot, we did this on video number 2, is if I have the club there and I think of that as I look at it as the golfer, that's 12 o'clock going straight up, I dial it to 1 o'clock and then I take my grip. Okay, so now the club looks, as I lay it down towards the sand, it now looks like it can slide underneath. And we use the idea that if you've ever played tennis or table tennis, it's like you're trying to play that sort of slicing type shot underneath. But the great thing is you're doing it at the beginning. So open it up to 1 o'clock, then take your grip. Don't take your grip, then twist your wrists. You'll come back to 12 o'clock. You won't get that sliding effect. So that's the bit I like. That's the bit that gets me excited. If I get a reasonable lie in the bunker, got a shot here where we've got around about 15 to 18 feet of green to play with, excites me. I like to go into the bunker and have fun. And this is the biggest thing I want you to do when you're setting up over these shots, is really go in there with the intention to think, look, how much spin can I put on the ball? I've worked with good golfers who go into a bunker, they're sort of low single figure, they're fantastic chipping around the green, but they've got no flair for their bunker shots. And you need that. When you watch, I mean, there was a shot, this video is probably going to go out about a month later, but there was the pairs tournament where the Fitzpatrick brothers won it, and the commentator saying he's got to chunk and run this, and Matt Fitzpatrick splashed it out, and it had loads, you could see the ball spinning on the green, it stopped within that from the hole, and his brother tapped it in and they win the tournament. And you could see how much fun he had, the smile on his face when he played that shot. His brother had a bigger smile because he knew he'd only got a foot putt to win the tournament. So that's the key thing when you go into it. So I'm still imagining, I'm still playing any shot, I still imagine the ball is going to go where the sand goes. That's the key thing that I always play. From there, what I do is I'll dig my feet in. Compared to what we went through in the other videos, I'll open my stance a tiny bit more, but still not a lot. You see people in the bunker like this. For me, straight away, their energy is going that way. The flag is over there. So I'm sliding the club under. So you can see from here, if I draw a line there, now across my toes, and a line there, what have we got? We've probably got 20 degrees open. That's all I'm going to be, because I don't want to feel that I'm looking to hit the ball there and the intention is my body's aiming miles offline where I'm going. So I want to feel I can still slide that underneath. I dig my feet in, feel the sand. Again, all of these things I'm doing are feeling the shot. it's the shot I love. If I execute a bunker shot correctly, it's the most fun on a golf course. Okay, you suddenly play that shot like Matt Fitzpatrick and you get it spinning, it's amazing what feeling you get. So there, now open that club up. Now I've got to feel the swing, sense the club slide through the sand. I'm picturing a spot about halfway onto the green. So now from there, having a bit of fun with it. I'm laying it open there, playing it out. What have we got? I landed it about 2 feet short of my area. I've ended up 6 feet away. Am I happy with that? Of course I am. 6 feet away. Who's not going to be happy with a 6 foot out of a bunker? But now here's the challenge. My practice as a professional golfer is I want to get it better. Okay, I put that ball a little bit worse lie if anything, but the same process. I just want to feel that club. I want to sense it. So I'm getting a little bit lighter in my grip pressure to feel the shot, sense the shot. Out it comes again. What have we done? Oh, literally identical. It's amazing how often you play shots in golf and you think you're making a change, but your brain has got an idea, that first idea, and it sticks with it. Again, I'm not going to complain. I'm probably 7 feet away. That's okay. They're a little bit left, so what am I going to do? I'm not going to open the club more because that doesn't control where the ball goes. I'm just going to bring my stance around a little bit. Okay. Now, what again? I want a little bit more feel. So for me, I use a little bit of wrist when I play this shot. But the key thing is then to keep the club going through the sand. Boom. That sounded brilliant. Yeah, and that's come out 5, 6 feet away. And again, I'm getting excited because I'm hitting good bunker shots. That's the key thing. Now, we'll do one more, which is what I call a standard shot. And we're having good fun. This is the big thing. I'm opening the club up. Very slightly open the sun, but look at the length of swing. Committed to the shot. That one really came out lovely. Not quite Matt Fitzpatrick, but it's gone through. So I've played 4 shots there. Nothing worse than 10 feet from the hole. I'm going to take that all day long. Now, make your practice fun. And what I mean by that, don't just keep playing those good shots. Look, I've stood on that one. How good would it be if I can get this inside 10 feet? And that's the fun of it. Now, I just change one thing when I have a plug lie, is rather than have that club dialed open, I just take it back to 12 o'clock. Why do I do that? It now feels like the club, rather than sliding through the sand, is now going to dig into the sand. And because the ball's sitting down into the sand, that's what I want to happen. You'll see a lot of tour players will still play with an open face. I know somebody like Fred Couples used to. It's what works for you. And also it depends on how much sand you got in the bunker. Why I think this is the hardest shot for the average golfer is because from course to course and even hole to hole, the sand is different. Tour players play out of bunkers where the sand is consistent every week. That's pretty easy. If you're playing the same shot all the time, they've got it easy. You haven't. You've got the hardest game really to play because your bunker, you could be in a footprint next time. Okay, they're never going to be in a footprint. So realize this is a tough shot. This is not easy for you guys. So all I'm doing, I'm going back to a 12 o'clock. What am I expecting now? The ball to come out and roll a bit. So this is tougher. If I really want to get it close, I've got to land it closer to the top of the bunker here. But I'm going to go back to a really square stance. All the time I'm hitting that roughly that inch or so behind. Out it comes. Go on, run past that other ball. Well, harder shot, best result. That's about 2 feet from the hole. But that's the fun of it. You go in there and have another go. Stick another shot. What can we do here? Put it up the face of the bunker. Let's put it there. Okay. And I know you guys look at my bunker when I do my bunker list. It's not a deep face. Unfortunately, these are the only 2 green type bunkers we have on the golf course. Okay, so this is what I have to work with. But even then, there's still 18 inches or so ground there that if I get this wrong, I'm just going to thin it into it. So the key thing is get your angles with the slope. Because it's sitting okay-ish, I'm going to open the club up from there and I'm going to slide that underneath. Out it comes, total commitment to the shot. Oh, it's run on a little bit, but we're still within 10 feet. So that's the important thing. When you go into that bunker, for me, it's the excitement of playing the shot. We went through the basics in level 1 and level 2. All we've talked about here is keeping it simple, but imagine the shot. Imagine what you want to achieve. I've played 6 shots there, 4 standard shots, 2 different shots, and they're all within, well, probably 12 feet is the furthest away, actually, if we probably measured it out. The closest was the plug lie. And that's the thing for me. Commit to the shot, have some fun with it, go and have a bunker time, find a bunker and just go and spend half an hour in it, experiment. Okay, get that feeling of what you're meant to do, and you will have so much more fun and you will get results. And that's what I'm looking for. As I said, if you're already a single figure golfer but not a good bunker player, you've probably got a reasonable short game. Start to use those skills. Feel what you're doing through the shot. For me, it's two things. It's the excitement of playing the shot and visualizing that shot, and then understanding how the club is going to slide through the sand to give me that feeling, and 100% commit. It's the one shot I don't see golfers commit to. You watch a tour player, professional golfer, he'll commit to it and he'll take what might go wrong. Sometimes every now and again you do catch the ball, it goes a bit clean over the other side. But if 99 times out of 100 you get it right, you're going to have a great time. This will save you so many shots. I've hoped you've enjoyed that lesson. For me, it's how I practice my bunker shots to get to a professional level. As I said, understand the ball is going to go where the sand goes. You don't need a big open stance. Hopefully you can see from that video, the most I was open was 20 degrees and those balls were going a little bit left. As soon as I brought that back, that put me more back on line. I started to get results. Don't just practice perfect lies. Bury the ball in the bunker, especially if you're somebody who doesn't take sand. Go and practice plug lies. Get the feeling of hitting the sand behind the ball and it will come out. You'll just lose a little bit of control, but watch the ball, watch how it reacts. As I said, amazingly, that was the best result of all my shots. If you've enjoyed that video, please share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and I look forward to seeing you soon.